So then after the Christmas break, the World Darts Championship has now returned, or will return, this afternoon and evening. I'm going to go through today's fixtures for the afternoon session and the evening session, giving my sort of preview and predictions ahead of the day at darts. So instead of having 4 games in the afternoon and evening session, there is just 3 in each. But it's going to be interesting. It is going to be interesting to see what happens at the World Darts Championship. Now, obviously, this is where everyone says the tournament starts. This is where they say the tournament begins and sort of kicks into life. Let's get into it. So the first game of the afternoon session sees Damon Heta take on Luke Woodhouse. Now, Luke Woodhouse obviously knocked out Mike De Decker in round 2. Damon Heta was very good against Connor Scott. Of course, it's first to 4 sets now in this round. I'm going to go for Heta to win. I'm going to go 4-2 Damon Heta. I think Damon Heta wins it 4-2. Moving on to the second game then. Second game of the afternoon session. Johnny Clayton against Daryl Gurney. Now, Gurney got through an absolute slog of a second round tie. I can't remember who he beat now, to be honest, but he takes up Johnny Clayton. And, you know, Clayton, again, coming into this tournament, needs a very good run. Obviously, he technically is the Wales #1. There are 3 Welsh players in action today on day number 10 of the World Darts Championship. I'm going to go Clayton. I think he's got a better A-game than Daryl Gurney. I'm going to go 4-2 again. 2-4-2 scoreline so far. And the final game of the afternoon session sees Stephen Bunting take on Madars Razma. Now, Razma knocked out Dirk van Duijvenbode in round 2. Stephen Bunting played really well against Kai Gotthard in round 2. And I think Bunting will just find a way. Madars Razma's a decent player, but I don't think Razma has got that A game to really challenge Stephen Bunting. I'm going to go 4-1 to the Bullets. So I've gone Damon Heta to win 4-2, Johnny Clayton to win 4-2, Stephen Bunting to win 4-1 in the afternoon session. Let's have a look at those evening fixtures. Starting off with an incredible game between Gerwyn Price and Joe Cullen. You know, everyone hates Joe Cullen and Gerwyn Price right now. Obviously, Gerwyn Price, you know, everyone just dislikes him. Don't even know why, to be honest. I think it probably is that incident against Gary Anderson at the Grand Slam. Joe Cullen obviously had that interview after his win over Vessel Nyman, where the crowd just didn't seem to like it. But I don't blame Joe Cullen. You know, the amount of hype Vessel got ahead of that game, and, you know, basically saw Joe Cullen as a complete underdog. I don't blame him for getting annoyed. In terms of a prediction, again, first to 4 is tough. It's a long format, this now. A long slog and a long grind to get yourself through these games. I'm going to go Gezi Price for 3. I think this goes all the way. I'm going to go Gezi Price to beat Joe Cullen by 4-3. I think Gezi just finds a way. Penultimate game of the day, penultimate game of the night is Jermaine Wattimena against Peter Wright. Now, Peter Wright got the job done against Wesley Placier. Jermaine Wattimena knocked out James Wade. Do I think Wattimena can do it again? I think over 4 sets, or, well, it's technically 7 sets, isn't it? Best of 7 sets. I think Peter Wright does it, you know. I think Peter Wright knows he needs a run here, needs to perform well, and he played okay against Placier in round 2. You know, signs of the current Peter Wright, but there was glimpses of that, you know, A-game Peter Wright in his performance against Placier. I'm going to go Peter Wright to win 4-2. Jermaine Wattimena 2, Peter Wright 4. And then the final game sees the world #1 and defending world champion Luke Humphries take on Nick Kenny. Now, look, Nick Kenny knocked out Barneveld in the last round, played really well against Stowe Bunce in round 1. But I do think this is where his run at the World Championship comes to an end. Look, I'd love Nick Kenny to do well against Luke Humphries. I'd actually really love him to, you know, beat Luke Humphries being a Welshman. But I just really don't see Nick Kenny troubling that Luke Humphries A game at all. So I'm going to go 4-1 to Luke Humphries. So the afternoon session, I've obviously told you my predictions. I've gone Price to beat Cullen 4-3. Wattimena to lose 4-2 to Peter Wright, and Luke Humphries to beat Nick Kenny by 4-1. Let me know your predictions down below. As always, smash a like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. and I'll speak to you guys later, recapping all of this action at the Alexandra Palace. Darts is back, the content is back. I'll speak to you soon. Thanks for watching.